Hi, everybody. It's Rabbi Jeremy from Machar. It's the first night of Hanukkah, so happy Hanukkah to everybody. I am here in my kitchen overlooking the condominium complex, and we're here to do a little bit of Hanukkah, talk a little bit about Hanukkah, light some Hanukkah candles. And you can see I already have my electric menorah going. If you're a member of Machar or another humanistic Jewish congregation, or are an independent member, hopefully you got this in the mail. It's a little Hanukkah candle lighting sheet, and it has a little meditation for each night of the holiday. In case you're wondering whether you got it, it came in an envelope that looks like that. I'll be modifying the blessings just a little bit from what's on the sheet because we have other ones that we use sometimes at Machar. So first, we want to talk about why I have my family's menorah in the window and why I have an electric menorah. There's a tradition called Pirsomet Hanes, publicizing the miracle of Hanukkah, and what the miracle of Hanukkah is depends on what you think about miracles. But there's a tradition of Pirsomet Hanes, publicizing the miracle, and it used to be that people would put a menorah outside their front door or in the window overlooking the street. So we've kind of got the same thing going here. We've got a menorah here and a menorah there. So let's talk about how to put your menorah together. So this is the menorah we'll be using, expertly selected by my son, who decided we were using this menorah this year. And if you remember, you kind of have to know which way to put the candles in and then which way to light them. It's easy on the first night. Put one candle in on the right side, your right, or the right of the viewer, and then the one in the middle, the shamash. Right? And the shamash is the helper candle. And our humanistic ideals for Hanukkah says the helping candle, just as this candle, middle one, is used to light the others, we are called to help all of our sisters and brothers in need. And then when we light the first candle, we're lighting the first candle for winter. So one of the really big, miraculous kinds of technology things is that we even can bring light into the darkness because it gets dark in winter. So we first talk about winter, or choref in Hebrew. We light this first candle to call to mind our natural world, the changing of seasons, and our obligation to work for a safe and clean environment. I'm going to put this in the window before I light it so I don't cause a problem. And don't take out the one on the right. Take out the shamash. Don't do what I almost did. Make sure it's really going. Okay. And then we'll light our first candle for tonight. And if you have the sheet, on the back of the sheet is a Hebrew and English blessing that you can use. I emailed out to Machar members an alternative version that just adapts this and puts an extra blessing on. So we'll say the blessing for lighting the Hanukkah menorah, and the one that we use here at home is Nivarech et haor ba'olam, Nivarech et haor ba'adam, Nivarech et haor ba'Hanukkah. Radiant is the light in the world. Radiant is the light within each person. Radiant is the light of Hanukkah, or let us bless the light in the world. Let us bless the light in humanity. Let us bless the light of Hanukkah. And the first night of Hanukkah traditionally gets a Shehechianu because this is the first time we've celebrated Hanukkah for a year, or at least a year on the Jewish calendar. Right? It's not a year on the secular calendar, but a year on the Jewish calendar. And so I have a Shehechianu that I say, Nivarech kol dor vador, Shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Let us bless every generation that has brought us up, sustained us, and brought us to this day. And that's really all it takes to have a first night of Hanukkah. So we have, at least here, done our Pirsomet Hanes. I've got an electric one and a one with candles here. Hanukkah is mostly a home holiday, but I think I should say one thing a lot of people don't know about Hanukkah, although you do if you came to one of my texts on Tuesdays, is that traditionally women are supposed to get the night off on Hanukkah. because Judith, there's an association of the stories of Judith with winning during the Hanukkah story. And so the role of a woman in defeating a major general is recognized as being particularly praiseworthy, and thus women are supposed to receive the night off. So hopefully, if you are there with a mom or a bubby or a grandmother or a sister or an aunt or someone like that, you are making sure that you are extra grateful for what they do for you. So that's all it takes to light Hanukkah candles. Tomorrow night, we're doing human rights Kabbalat Shabbat. So if you're a Machar member, check your email for information on attending via Zoom. We'll do another one of these little candle lightings on Saturday, and then we'll start up again on Monday, because Machar has at 5 o'clock on Sunday its annual online Hanukkah party. So I hope I will see you a bunch over the next few days, and happy Hanukkah.